Hi everybody, how's it going? Everything looks like it's loading right now, but I am going to chat and move around because that's what you should do at the beginning of videos, is make it look interesting. Last time I did a video, I just sat in place until it said, now it's live. And then I realized that I was just sitting there for the first 10 seconds. So, hello, how are you guys today? It's Tuesday. That means I'm here with another video for you guys. Today I'm talking about social media content for your business. Specifically 4 reasons why it's important for you to post consistently if you're marketing your business on social media, and how to post consistently, because that's kind of a tricky thing. So as you guys know, I help bookkeepers. I write their website content. I write social media posts for them. I just finished a project right now that I'm promoting this week where I actually wrote out 30 days worth of social media content for bookkeepers specifically. And I do that because bookkeepers are numbers people and they don't usually like writing, but it goes beyond not liking writing. Once you get into the task of writing for your business, it becomes more challenging. It becomes more overwhelming. A lot of times when I talk to my bookkeeping clients, they say, I don't know what to write. It takes me too long to write. It stresses me out too much to do the writing, and all these things. So because of all that anxiety, that time, that discomfort, they don't post consistently. I recently went through, 50 bookkeepers' social media feeds on Facebook, and less than 10% of them posted more than once a week. And even that 10% is a generous number. So I know you guys hear a lot of statistics about how to, post at the exact time of day and to do 3 posts a day and make sure they're not at 12 o'clock, make sure it's 12:01. I don't want you to worry about that right now. The main thing I want you to worry about is posting consistently if you're a bookkeeper. Number one, it'll make you stand head and shoulders above more than 90% of the bookkeepers that I've come across. And it will do so much to help you connect with people and be more visible online. So I'm going to go into why it matters, 4 reasons why it matters. And I'm also going to talk about how you can do it. So the first reason why it matters to post consistently, number one, is you improve your algorithms. This is a word we all hear. It has to do with my familiarity, my background from my business, and that I've been educated in is on Facebook. The way Facebook works, if you are logging in to look at what you have coming up on your feed, it's not chronological. You're not just seeing the things, that everyone posted at 10:01 and 10:02 and then 10:03. It's not how it works. The algorithm, I found this website that explained it nicely. It controls the ordering and presentation of posts so users, readers, see what is most relevant to them. So rather than publishing content chronologically, posts and ads are presented based on what Facebook sees as relevant to you, the user. So what a person sees is related to what they interact with, what they show interest in, things of that nature. So you have to find ways to make your content more algorithm friendly. I will admit to you, it may take a little bit of time. You need to posting consistently is part of what will alert Facebook that, oh, this is someone who deserves to have a higher visibility. So if you start posting consistently and don't see results right away, that's normal. I want to encourage you to keep posting. You are in the process of shifting your algorithm. Another thing that, as I just said in that definition, Facebook favors content that's relevant to me. So the things that I have liked and that I have commented on, that tells Facebook, oh, she wants more information like this. Therefore, if you reverse engineer that, you need to make sure that when you're posting things, and I'll get into this more later, to improve your algorithm, you need to make sure that you're posting things that people will like and people will leave comments on. So there is always an element of importance where you post personal things that people will leave comments on. And even though it sounds silly, like they're putting comments on, like sharing pictures of their cat or dog on your business page, Facebook is like, hey, they're paying attention to this feed. All of these people will probably be more interested in hearing more from this person, more from this business page. So That's why posting consistently matters. You are shifting the algorithm to favor your page, favor your feed more, and then people will see you more. So, number two, of course, improving the algorithm improves your visibility, and also just posting more will make you more visible. You want to be seen. Something that gets into, I'm not just encouraging you to fill the feed just to have a full Facebook page. I write for clients and I teach clients how to post successfully, how to post in a way where you get results, you get feedback. So part of that is understanding more about the sales parts of things. So in case you don't know, when it comes to sales, people don't just buy something the first time they interact with it. That's just not how it works. And I'm sure any salespeople who are watching this, whoever they may be, really wishes it were that way. It depends on the product, the price, the necessity, all of those things. But someone may have to see you, interact with you, get something of value from you, like an article or a free tool online, whatever, anywhere between 5 and 30 times. 30 times. Think about how many posts you'd have to write for them to see you 30 times, or how many emails they'd have to see from you to sign up for your email list. So I know some people get afraid that, like, well, what if I post on Facebook too much? And it's just like, you probably, most definitely, almost impossible to do. Keep posting, keep putting stuff online, keep being consistent. Also, just because someone is your friend, someone follows your page, they are not going to see every piece of content you put out. I can guarantee that this video that I'm doing right now, not everyone who follows my page or is friends with me on Facebook will get a notification, will have this show up in their feed. It's just how the algorithm works. So take that into account when you're afraid that you're putting out too much content or you're bothering people. You're not. It's just the way Facebook works. Not everyone sees everything. We went over that. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got my notes because I want to make sure I give you all the information. So another thing to keep in mind is Facebook posts decay, social media posts decay. So even if they do have some interaction, they can last for a few hours, even a couple of days, if they're really interacted with and done, and, like, have a lot of comments or a lot of likes, especially over an extended period of time. However, most Facebook posts, they die off. They just won't show up in someone's feed. So if you post something, like 8 o'clock in the morning, but someone doesn't check their Facebook until 8 o'clock at night, there's a good chance, since the decay rate can be about 2 to 5 hours. And by decay rate, I mean the post just, like, is gone, doesn't show up in their feed anymore. It's no longer new enough to be relevant. If you post it at like 8 in the morning, someone who goes to their feed at 8 at night and hasn't checked all day, they may never ever see it. So this is also another important factor of posting consistently, because all of your posts have a limited shelf life when it comes to them showing up in other people's feeds. And in a different strategy, it's why repurposing your content, reusing it is not a bad idea, because the odds of people seeing it the first time around are not very big. So if you're consistent, you'll show up more. You're fighting the decay rate. You're putting more content out there. You're touching people more often to help them feel more comfortable selling with you. Most people who reach out to me to finally work with me about writing blogs for them or websites for them, they will have had conversations on Facebook Messenger. I'll have been commenting and liking their stuff and then mine for a while. It takes time. And you have to put the content out there for them to interact with to get them through those sales touch points. All right, so improve algorithm, improve visibility. When you post consistently, you also show reliability. Now think about how important that is right now in such an unreliable, unpredictable world. By the way, I've talked about this before, but especially bookkeepers, like, you guys are so necessary right now for helping small businesses with, like, loan applications and things like that. So keep selling, keep talking about your services. Anyways, switching back, show reliability. That comes from posting consistently. If you post the same things, every day of the week, I post on Mondays. Every Monday I post an article that has to do with writing content, whether it's website or social media. Every Monday I show up, and that's what I do to show consistency, to show that I'm showing up, that I'm always going to be there for them. I'm building trust. Same with this live on Tuesday. I'm showing up every week. In showing up consistently, think of it as dating. You wouldn't want to go out with someone who would text you sporadically. You didn't know if you'd get a hold of them. Hi, Heather, how's it going? Thanks. You would want someone to be consistent, that you knew was going to give you a reply, that was going to give you information, that was always putting out quality content, not from a dating perspective, but from a business perspective. And you want to build that trust through that reliability. And also, if you post the same content on the same days of the week, not only is that easier to like plan content for, your audience are more likely to look forward to it, more likely to engage with it. But here's what I encourage you to do. Some people jump into social media content and get super gung-ho, and it's like, I'm going to do 14 posts a day. Be reasonable, scale up. If you want to do like 3 times a week and start out there, then move up from there. Shoot for consistency, shoot for reliability, follow through on what you're going to do, and try and aim a little bit lower, because this stuff does take time and energy to work through it. And then another reason why posting consistently is so important and so good is that it allows you to analyze. So when I opened this up, I was 100% serious. If you aren't posting consistently, start there. Don't worry about the rest of the chatter. There are ways to post at specific times of the day and to analyze this and analyze that. You need to get this down first. You need to get down consistent posting first. Start there. The good thing about that is once you do post consistently, you will have all of this data coming in of what people respond to, what contents they like. Do they prefer video versus written content? Is there a certain time of day or tone that gets more engagement? But you can't analyze what you don't put out there. You gotta put it out there. Worry about that later, but that will be a part of your strategy for improving things. So those are the 4 reasons why you should be consistent for marketing on social media for your business. Now, let me encourage you on a few ways on how to do it. Develop a schedule and batch posts, honestly. You really, just speaking from experience, having written these for myself, for other people, and having worked on that calendar right now, you don't just want to be trying to pull together this stuff at the last minute. I would encourage you to find an afternoon, a few hours every month, and set it aside just to write posts. So make a schedule for yourself once a month or twice a month to sit down and come up with your posts, come up with your ideas, okay? Create a content calendar. One of the ways that I use my content calendar is I use themes, I use days of the week. So for example, I know on Mondays that I'm posting links. So I have 3 links saved in my calendar right now for the next 3 Mondays. I know that I'm going to be posting links, so I find links ahead of time that I can share. So having the same content on Mondays, I know what to look for. Another way I do it is I do themes. So for the month of April, I'm going to be talking about content calendars and social media content posting, in part because it goes hand in hand with my newest products, this 30-day content calendar for bookkeepers. Pre-written posts, I'll get into that later. But that's what I'm working on. And then every week I'm breaking it down into different things. So for example, today is about how consistent it is. And then I will break that down into a subcategory related to social media content later. It really helps. It's organized. Organizing it that way makes things so much faster to have that like framework to be creative in. And if you have a content calendar, you'll have the right balance of variety. So you want to sell on Facebook, but you don't want to sell so much that people tune you out. So if you ever follow like a business or a friend and every freaking post is join this, do this, discount for that, and it's just like you tune them out. It's kind of like when you're like watching TV. I mean, none of us watch really TV with commercials anymore, at least not millennials like me. But it's just like if there are commercials, you don't even listen to it. You just tune it out. You fast forward through it. And that's what they'll do if all you talk about is sales. However, at the other end of the spectrum, if you don't talk about what you're selling, they may like your post, but they'll never know to work with you. So there's a balance to make. It's an 80-20 balance, 80% being personal and giving value, and 20% making sure that they know how to work with you, how to sell, how to buy from you. If you use a content calendar, if you have it all laid out, if you batch your posts, that's exactly how you can make sure that you're staying in balance so people stay tuned in. Um, Another thing you can do, you can use content scheduling tools. There's lots of stuff out there. They have pros and cons. There's arguments that if you use a content scheduling tool, it hurts the algorithm. That social media, like Instagram or Facebook, like it hurts the visibility of the post if it's posted from they call it a third-party scheduler. So this is tools like Buffer, Hootsuite, Sprout Social. I think HubSpot might have one too. But it may be a tool worth looking into if you need something to like kind of set and forget. You may just need to be able to fill it up without having to like stop what you're doing to put a post up. It can auto post for you in the middle of the meeting, but there is a caveat. Even if it doesn't hurt your algorithm, two of the things that I've run into is one, I post to my Facebook profile. Third-party apps don't work on your Facebook profile. You have to do it manually. You can schedule things for your Facebook page for your business, but if you're marketing on your Facebook profile, you're out of luck. You have to do it manually. And then also Instagram. I've had some luck with things like Buffer, but the thing is, it doesn't automatically send the post to Instagram. You have to go through a reminder process. It prompts you to copy and paste it to Instagram rather than posting it for you. Not exactly sure why that is. So that is a drawback. So it can help, it can hurt, but if you're looking for a way to be more consistent, to have more organization, a third-party scheduling app like those may be exactly what you need. Another thing you need to do in order to get the most out of your posts, when you share videos, when people reply, when they like, when they comment, to up that algorithm, make sure you engage with people. If people are commenting on your video and you comment back, that's just algorithm points. It's increased visibility. It's building relationships and building sales points. And of course, you'll get notifications for everything you like everything like that. Make sure you engage with people. Make sure that they know that you're paying attention. You're building a relationship. Sales and business is relationship building. So, and commenting on your business Facebook posts is part of that. So, and then one last tip on how things not to do when you're posting. In case you didn't know, Facebook, it keeps track of things that it doesn't like to hear, doesn't want you to use. Facebook likes to encourage things that are organic, family friendly, natural. It gets a little fussy when you sell things a certain way. So, for example, if you talk about your anniversary or birthday or say congratulations, that's organic stuff. That's not business. Facebook will up the ante on that, which is great. But in a business sense, here's some of the things to look out for. Like you can Google this and look up like some of the words that Facebook flags and will like bump down your algorithm. Facebook wants to be family friendly. It doesn't usually like curse words, but I have seen other people use it effectively and done very well, been very successful. And it doesn't like overly promotional or sales related language. For example, on the side, I have a watercolor a business that I do. And I was selling some pieces on the fly, and I used the sales language, and I got zero engagement, nothing. And I realized later it was because I used all of this sales language in the post, and Facebook kind of killed the exposure of it, which was crazy to me. So things like free, buy now, comment here, sell, sale, things like that. There's a whole list of things that you can look up. Certain styles it doesn't like either. So don't use a lot of punctuation, like 18 exclamation points. Facebook doesn't like that. Lots of capital letters, like you're yelling, doesn't like that. And it doesn't like what's called engagement baiting. So if you don't know what that is, if you asked explicitly for likes or comments in the post, Facebook doesn't like that, doesn't want things to be artificially bumped up. You're going to have to get more creative. Some people I've seen, like will say things like drop an emoji if you agree, or drop this color of icon, whatever, things like that. You can get creative and get around it, but try to avoid those vocabulary when it comes to your posts. Once again, I know this is a lot of information and you're just trying to put together consistent posts for your business, and trying to remember all these things is kind of a pain in the butt. So once again, in case it helps you, if it does, great. I did put together a 30-day calendar with pre-written posts specifically for Facebook. It's tailored right now for stuff going on with the coronavirus, so you don't have to worry about if you're saying the wrong thing in the wrong tone. It's full of links. It's got fill in the blank posts that are pre-written, and all you have to do is add a few personal details. It's ready to go. It's got banks of hashtags. It's got image suggestions, links to download specific images that would work with your posts. And it's balanced in that marketing sense where it's like, 20% sales, 80% value. It's different topics like working from home and preparing SBA loans, things of that nature. It's meant to be super helpful for you to take out the stress of writing these and putting them together in a correct sales and marketing way. So if you've gotten this far in the video and that interests you, of course, reach out to me. I'd be happy to keep you posted. That will be available for purchase and download later this week. And I think that's all I have for you guys today. Again, I would just encourage you, if you aren't posting, post anything, post consistently. Just people, when in doubt, write about what you know about and write in your voice. People get a little sick of glossy, overly edited content, so let them know who you are. For example, I'm coming to you right now in a live video, unpolished, unproduction, whatever. And there are pros and cons to it. One of the pros is this is who I am. This is how you get to know me and decide if you want to work with me. And it works the same for you in your posts, whether it's writing, whether it's videos. Let people know who you are, what your values are, and that will help people be attracted to you, attracted to your business, and attracted to work with you. So once again, if you have any questions about this, just let me know. My link to my business page is in the video description, whichever part of your screen it's on, I'm not sure. But you know how to reach me. I will be back next week with even more content about how to help you with social media posting. And yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy, and I will talk to you guys again soon, okay? Bye.